Now, to the rest of the day's news. India has become only the third country in the world to record more than 300,000 deaths from COVID, behind the US and Brazil. Experts warn that the real number of fatalities might be far higher, as many deaths are not officially recorded. India has registered 26 million cases, second only to the US, and is now the epicenter of the global pandemic. The problem is compounded by a sluggish vaccination drive. Well, let's stay in the region, and while all eyes have been focused on India's COVID crisis in recent months, the UN is now highlighting the urgent need for humanitarian aid for its neighbour Nepal, where infections are surging at an unprecedented rate. Nepal, with a population of 29 million, is among the top 10 countries in terms of daily cases increases and has the highest transmission rate in the world. Well, Som Paneru, the president of Nepal Youth Foundation, a charity organisation in Kathmandu, says the situation is dire.
The situation in Nepal is getting very distressful day by day. The death toll is increasing, and the infection rate has not gone down despite the lockdown since a month. And people are dying from not getting hospital critical care at the hospitals, and most of the people who are infected are locked into their houses, what they call the home isolation, which has been the breeding ground for the infection.
And so is that one of the main reasons why people aren't going to hospital, because the hospitals are generally overwhelmed?
Yes, the government very clearly told the people that don't come to hospital unless and until you have you develop very critical symptoms. And ordinary people would not know when they will develop a critical symptom, and they stay at home. And by the time they are ready to go to hospital, it's already too late.
And of course, this is now causing another problem where people are dying at home, and so therefore we're not getting a clear picture of how bad the situation is or how bad the numbers are.
Absolutely. If you look at the number of people reported to the death reported every day, it looks low. But if you look at the cremation places, the number is very high. So there might be a lot more people dying every day than what has been reported.
And just help us understand, Som, what is most urgently needed in terms of aid?
Well, I think the first thing first, you have to save the lives of the people who are already infected and break the chain of this infection. And also the third point is that tackle the humanitarian crisis that is emerging as a result of this lockdown and people losing the job, people who are living on the daily wages, small and medium businesses. The people are desperate for survival right now. The humanitarian crisis is rising very fast.